Peace and blessings, love and light, and welcome to day 85 of the 365-day challenge. It's your girl, Kim, and happy hump day. It is Wednesday, and hopefully this is a wellness Wednesday for you. Again, just want to check in and see how you're doing with your 365-day challenge. Are you creating healthy habits that you can have for a lifetime? How are things going? Make sure that you let me know. Okay, but before I get into today's thought, let's get into today's affirmation, which says, I embrace challenges as opportunities to grow, staying positive even in tough times. Again, I embrace challenges as opportunities to grow, staying positive even in rough times. So, what I want to ask today is, how are you, again, responding instead of reacting to adversity? Okay, that's something that's important. One thing that I did all of last year was talked about ways of creating toolboxes, spiritual, physical, and mental toolboxes, and having things in those toolboxes so that when we reach times of adversity or times when we're feeling challenged or possibly threatened, how are we responding as opposed to reacting to those situations? And we respond out of wisdom. And so hopefully one of the healthy habits that you're creating is one that's going to be something you can put in your toolbox and access when you're reaching a time of stress, adversity, or challenge. Okay, it's important that we have, say in our spiritual toolbox, we have a particular scripture verse so that when we're feeling, stressed, we may be able to go back to one of our scripture verses that reminds us of who God is and whose we are. Okay, if we have a time of stress in our bodies, what do we have in our physical toolboxes for that? Are we drinking extra water? Are we eating healthy foods that are going to help us so that when we're in distress or if we have sickness in our body, that we can recover faster because we're doing things that are helping to address any of those physical issues in our body? Are we moving our body in a way that's going to help us to remain flexible and not stiff? Are we strengthening our muscles as we're aging? Those are the kinds of questions that we need to ask ourselves. And how are we helping ourselves mentally? Are we reading self-help information? Are we speaking to people that are going to help us address some issues that we may have? Is shadow work required? Is it something that we need to do, or a person that we need to connect with that's going to help us to address issues, again, so that we're responding and not reacting to the situations that are happening in our lives? So that's something that is critical for us to do as we're going through this 365-day challenge. Are we creating healthy habits that are going to help us so when challenges come, we see them as opportunities to grow because we are planting seeds of wellness that we can use for a lifetime. So think about those things that you're adding to your mental, spiritual, and physical toolbox, again, so that you're responding and not reacting to the things that are going on around you. And that will do it for today. Have a most spectacular day. Make sure that you sprinkle some self-love and self-care in there today and make it a wonderful Wellness Wednesday. And until I see you guys tomorrow, I say peace.